If I say that this is the most intelligent film that I have watched, it would still be an understatement. Hi everyone, welcome to I Just React and Review. My name is Ashmita. Hope you all are doing well. And today I come to you with a review of a film that honestly, well, when it ended, it left me very angry. Do you guys know why? Because I thought the first thing which came in my mind after the credits started rolling was that why the hell did we not send this movie as the official entry to the Oscars in 2019? The movie I'm talking about is Lijo Jose Pelliceri's Jallikattu, and I was shocked that this movie, this masterpiece was snubbed completely and we sent a movie like Gully Boy. I'm not saying Gully Boy is a bad film, but I'm saying that if you compare these two, Gully Boy doesn't even stand a chance. So without dealing this any further, let's dive into the various aspects of the film. So on the surface of it, the storyline looks extremely simple. Like, it is set up in a village and all the villagers who are residing there just go about their day-to-day lives without creating any ruckus. But all hell breaks loose one day when a bull who has been brought to the village for slaughtering is set loose by mistake, and then the bull runs wild across the entire village. Now the bull is creating a complete ruckus in the entire village. It's destroying properties, it's endangering the lives of the people, it's destroying the crops, and all the men decide to form like a unit. They decide to work together to capture this bull in order to, set peace in the village. Sounds like a very simple story, right? But no. There are such hidden gems layered across this entire film that once you reach the end, you feel that you have become rich. Metaphorically. This movie holds such a mirror in front of the human beings. Like, it makes you reflect as a human being that are you the most sophisticated creature in this world, or are you like any other animal who exists? I really don't want to give out spoilers because I want everybody to watch this film, but I'll try and keep it as non-spoiler as possible while discussing the underlying message of the film, which we will discuss at the end. But before that, I want to discuss the technical aspects of the film. If you guys have watched my reaction to the Chiruli and the Jallikattu trailer, I have specifically credited the background sound there in the trailer as well. I have specifically said in both the trailer reactions that the sound of the forest has been used very beautifully in both the trailers. But I was not prepared for the excellence that I was about to witness in this movie when I started it. Okay, this is not really a spoiler that I'm giving, but when the movie started, there is this sequence where people are opening their eyes. It's like it's dawn and people have started to wake up. And there is a sound of clock ticking and a man breathing. That's it. And the way those two sounds have been mixed and used. After that sequence, what happens is there is a forest sound and some tribal sounds which are happening. In that opening credit only I understood what amazing background score I'm going to be witnessing in this entire film. The entire sound design and the score is a very integral part of the storytelling, and I absolutely want to give a huge shout out and how beautifully this sound has been used as part of the narration. There are scenes in the movie where a lot of chaos is happening, and it is backed by these weird tribal sounds which are so unique to your ears. It gives you a very peculiar feeling and sort of gives you an adrenaline rush. So yeah, Prashant Pillai, take a bow. Absolutely become your fan after this film. The biggest technical highlight of this film is the way it has been shot. It is a cinematic masterpiece. So a large part of the film has been shot at night when they are trying to chase down the bull, but it is very well lit up. Like, it actually reminded me of the Bollywood film Uri, The Surgical Strike, where a chunk of the film was also shot in the night, but you could very clearly see like the soldiers walking and all. This was also really good in terms of clarity of shots, but I think this was better. In fact, I think it was better than Uri because it was so well lit up. Like, the movements of the villagers walking throughout those bushes was so crisp and clear. I was extremely impressed. Another reason why I feel that the cinematography was top notch is because there are so many scenes in the movie, so many scenes where the chaos is happening. Like, there are a lot of people, lot of crowd who are just running, who are trying to chase the bull, fighting. there are a lot of shots where literally there in a single frame there is about 30 to 40 people, and it's really not an easy thing to shoot. To shoot a scene where a lot of chaos is happening is not an easy thing, but it has been done so beautifully and it has been crafted so aesthetically that there are certain scenes, it's really, okay, again not a spoiler, but there are certain scenes where you will feel claustrophobic because of that entire crowd. You will feel that the crowd is actually coming on to you. That is how beautiful those shots were. If I had to put it in simple words, then I would say that this movie is a lesson in filmmaking for the cinematography students. Those who are actually interested in pursuing a career at cinematography should study this film. Okay, I want to quickly brush through the performances because there is really not a central character in the film. Like, there are various characters who have their storyline going and everything comes together at the end. Like, you know, it is part of the narration because the main focus here is on the story and the underlying message that the film was trying to give to its audience. There is really not a focus on one main character who is like the hero or the heroine or the villain of the film. It is a collective film which is trying to give you a message. But everybody who has performed, like a person who has probably like a 5-second shot also in the film, is an important part of the film. So I would say performance is actually really great because it felt so natural. Like even the people, like when they are fighting two people, maybe this one person is there on this one scene only and then he disappears in the complete movie, but that is also an important part of the film. So yeah, performance wise everybody has given their 500%, I would say. Now comes the cherry on top of the cake. Like, you know, Lijo Jose Pellicer baked a beautiful cake and then at the end he's put this cherry and said that, you know, this is the tastiest cherry in the world. Okay, that is the worst analogy that I have given. But no, the underlying message, the movie has so many layers in it that I was like, literally my brain exploded after the movie ended. I am not kidding. I am really not kidding. So the first thing that I absolutely love about the movie, the first message that you could take from this movie is a reflection of human being in the society. Like, we consider ourselves as top of the food chain, right? We consider ourselves as most civilized. We live in a social setting. We are living by certain rules in a society. And that is why we consider ourselves the most superior in this world, right? But are we really? That is the message that this movie is trying to make you think as an audience, that are you really that civilized? Are you really that superior in the food chain? Do you really have brains and common sense? Maybe you don't. That was such a powerful message that this movie was trying to give. I absolutely loved it. Another aspect that I loved about this movie was the portrayal of greed in the film. Now, how should I even explain this? Okay, maybe it's not, I'm not giving you a spoiler, I'm just telling you about the scene. There is this one scene where lot of people, like there is like this herd mass of people trying to climb on top of each other. I'm not gonna give you that context, okay? They're just trying to, you know, lie on top of each other, and that scene, that shot is so symbolic, you know, because it is showing that a man will go to any leaps and bounds if he's driven by greed. He'll not think twice about his actions if he's possessed by this feeling of greed. He will try to go on top. If he has so much ego and greed inside him, whatever happens, he'll try his best to go on the top, trying to pull everybody down and reach on top. That shot is so symbolic. I don't want to give the context, you will understand when you watch the film, but that is what I took from that particular shot. It was brilliant. I was clapping at that shot. I was alone at home, but I was literally like clapping. Another aspect which really stuck out for me is the primal nature of the man, like man and woman both, which the movie was trying to show. Okay, this is again not a spoiler. Okay, maybe I'll talk about the scene. It is sort of a spoiler, but I'll not give you the context, fine? But I want to actually talk about the scene where like this female lead, not really female lead, you can call her the female lead, and Anthony's character, like he tries to kiss her, right? You have seen that shot in the movie, right? In the trailer of the film. And he tries to force himself upon her and she's trying to resist him, right? She like pushes him. and then suddenly he says, you know what, I have caught the bull, I have to go. And her expressions change, like from disgust to something sort of an appreciation in 0.00001 second. That scene is probably my second favorite scene. My first favorite scene is the piling of the men on top of each other. This is probably my second favorite scene in the movie. Her expression completely changes, and that is such a brilliant storytelling. You know, it says that a person who declares, or who is declared as a winner, even if you are the worst person on earth, people will flock towards you. You know, like it happens in college, when if there is a popular boy, all the girls run towards him. Popular girl, all the boys run towards him. I'm giving a very general statement, like generally I'm saying this happens, right? And when this woman realizes that, oh, he has caught the bull, he is sort of the winner, it's okay then, if he has kissed me, it's fine, I can accept it. Oh my god, brilliant. That's what I'm saying. Intelligent storytelling and movie. Another facet of human being which has been shown in this movie, which I loved, was the self-reflection. That is what I interpreted. Okay, again, I think I'm about to give you another spoiler, but there is this scene where there is an old man who is waking up, who takes some help of a rope, and he wakes up and he looks out the window and he sees the bull. The old man is almost on his deathbed, and he looks at the bull. The bull is also looking at him very peacefully. Okay, he looks out the window and there's a bull. The bull looks at him, he looks at the bull. And that scene can be interpreted in so many ways. So my interpretation was that when you are on your deathbed, you sort of reflect a lot on your life. Like either you're gonna have a list of regrets, or you're gonna have a list of things to be thankful for, or you're gonna have both, right? So in that scene, what I felt was that old man was sort of looking at his life backwards and seeing that, oh, and the bull was a symbol that asking him, was it all worth it? Like the man looked like he was filled with regrets, and the bull is telling him, so old man, was this all worth it? Are you happy now? Are you gonna be peaceful when you die? That is the symbolism I took from the film. I think that scene can be interpreted in so many ways. So yeah, that is one of the other things that I loved about this film. Honestly, I cannot wait to witness more of Leo Jose Pelliceri's works. I hope Chururi releases quickly. I will also watch Angamali Diaries. I am so excited. I think there was one more movie that you told, I forget the name, that I have to watch of this director. So yes, what a movie. Can I just give a round of applause for the amazing storytelling? That's why I said it made me so angry that a movie like this was snubbed and not sent to the Oscars. I am telling you guys, this movie, I also feel so bad that so many of us do not even know about this movie. Like honestly, this movie is worth watching, not just by the people of India. I think everybody in the world should watch this movie because of the way it has been crafted, the way it has been narrated, and the technical superiority, the cinematography and the sound design specifically. It's unbelievable. The level is on epic proportions here, guys, like seriously. So if you have come till the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked this review. I would love to know from you guys, what were your thoughts about like after seeing this movie, like good, bad, ugly, because a lot of people would have thought that, oh no, this movie is not that great. I would love to hear that point of view also, and your perspectives about what you learned from after watching this movie, because there would be certain things that I probably didn't see and you saw it as an audience. I would love to hear those views on the comments, so please do share your thoughts with me, and do like, share and comment down below all your thoughts, and please do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Until my next video, guys, bye bye.